Hey everyone, welcome to Unsealed and Revealed. It's the weekly web series from Sideshow in which me and two other outstanding geeks will unseal and reveal to you some of the latest and greatest goodness in the sixth scale universe. I'm Terry Smith, the host of the show, and I have had half a liter of coffee in like less than 15 minutes. So anything could happen here. I can't speak for my co-hosts. How are you guys doing out there, Paul Hernandez and Karate Kick Klender?
Well, I am decaffeinated currently, but I am excited to show off a plethora of figures. Look at this. The entire table's full. It's crazy.
Yep, that's pretty remarkable, dude. This is I should have pointed out that this is a very special episode of Unsealed and Revealed. It's heralding a new and hopefully, I don't want to say ongoing, but it's going to be the first in a series of sort of versus episodes where we go head to head. We put like two different kinds of figures head to head with each other. So we're really looking forward to seeing exactly how this goes down. Obviously, Guy is going to be, if you can judge by our names down there at the bottom, Guy is going to be our Power Rangers specialist, and I am going to be the Transformers specialist. Down there with that big grin on his face is Paul, who's going to be playing the referee. Do you have more that you want to talk to about this show today, Paul? You got some more to say about it? Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, Guy is team Power Rangers, and you are team Transformers. I'm team. Let's make sure Hasbro doesn't pull the license and we get in trouble. So let's keep it all on the rails, please.
Right.
Well, we are in the middle of an event, everyone. Happy day 2 of Fandom Rewind. We hope you guys are all having some fun. We are definitely rewinding with some of these fandoms, some proper 80s shows for everyone. Now, Sam, do we have the schedule? There are a couple more things that are happening today for you all. Of course, you're watching Unsealed and Revealed right now. We've got a giveaway challenge at 11, another flash giveaway at 1. Take a screenshot of this right now if you want to know exactly where to go for some of these. We've got bingo, I believe, with Steph and Jesse later, and then we are wrapping up the day's events at 5 p.m. All of these are on YouTube, wherever you're watching now. Head over to side.show/fandom rewind. You can register, you get free rewards, giveaway opportunities, and possible discount opportunities. And if you want to see everything that is happening this week and what you've already missed, side.show/rewind blog. Now, that's just like the first thing. We've got so many things that are happening this episode alone. One of them being, for some reason, they've trusted us with our own email address. So if you guys would like to send over your concerns, your compliments, your constructive criticisms, email unsealed@sideshow.com right now, and we will actually respond to those when we can. Maybe you'll get a response from Barry, from myself, super producer Sam, Michael, Terry, and or Guy Klender. No negative Nellies, please. You will be properly blocked, and we have, we know who you are. So compliments, positive feedback, figure photos. We may be running some giveaways through there. So it's just another way to reach out to the Unsealed and Revealed team. The Unsealed Team 6 team is wonderful. So please reach out when you've got a moment. But we've got, again, so much stuff that we're going to be doing. Now, this is a versus episode. We're going to be talking fandoms versus. Sam, let's bring up all three of us here again, because I think we've already got our first email from Roy Johnson. Every time we set up an email, he's always the first one to email us. So Roy, congratulations, homie. 3 for 3.
How does he do that?
He's just, I assume he's on a dual monitors. Well, I've got a lot to do as far in the chats, but we've got, there he is. Terry there, speaking for the Transformers. Guy, speaking for Power Rangers, and we of course have our, maybe not like impartial, but he loves both of these properties so much. We are going to be defaulting, if for points here, we are going to be defaulting to super producer Sam, who knows more about these than anyone on this screen, and dare I say all of you out there. I'll make that comparison, Sam. I'll do that for you. No pressure. So whenever one of them makes a point, you'll hear Sam come on and give that point to either Team Transformers or Team Karate Kick Klender Power Rangers. So we are very, very excited. Oh, there it is. Run that graphic again.
Oh, here, wait.
Point. Oh, he's got to reset it. There it is.
I got it.
But we're very excited, and we have a ton to do. So without further ado, guys, take it away.
All
All
right.
right, cool, man. I am so ready. Wow. So, what do you think, Guy? Which one should we be starting with?
Well,
here today?
we've got 6 to undo here. And we've got 1 and 1 here, all by Threezero, all fantastic. There's a lot to unpack here, so I'm going to let you decide. There's some times I'm going to let you and Paul talk because they've given us great packaging. It's just going to take a little time, but it is relatively easy. So what do you want to start with, sir?
I was going to toss a coin, but I don't have any coins.
Okay.
So,
well, you know what?
should I-
You talk about coins. The Power Rangers do use coins. So we're going to start with those.
Oh.
All right,
I've
so
got
I'm going to move the 2 Transformer boxes off, and let's start up with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Core Rangers, and Green Ranger. Right up on the front of the box, you're going to see the symbols of each of the Rangers. Yes, Super Producer Sam has been making sure I'm getting much better on that. Now, spin that box around. Boom. All the
That's a
Rangers
lot of
shown.
figures.
On the side here, little die cut of that lightning bolt. It's kind of fun. Big, huge box. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Now, inside, Threezero gives you always a warranty sheet, which is pretty nice that they do that. There's also going to be this instruction sheet that's going to tell you a little bit about how to assemble the Power Blaster, because the Rangers have the ability to take all of their weapons
Guy?
and turn them into one. Yes, sir.
I'm just hearing this right now. I'm just getting word from on high right now. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it appears that all of the figures that we're featuring today will be on a very brief special on the Sideshow website, available at. I think we have a graphic for it right here. Yes, excellent. 10% off all of these figures plus free U.S. shipping. Again, that's a limited time offer that runs until the end of the show. So if you see something that you like here today, you might want to go ahead and jump on that. That's a pretty solid opportunity, especially with something as large as that Power Rangers box. That free U.S. shipping is not insubstantial. That's a huge savings that you're going to hit right there. And I can, since I'm sitting here looking at a few of those of the Transformers boxes in this room with me right now, I can say that they are not small boxes either. So free U.S. shipping, that's kind of a big deal. In fact, I think it's safe to say that that's even more than 10%.
Yep.
Unless I miss my guess, depending on where you live in the U.S. So yeah, we'll be popping that graphic up periodically throughout the show to remind you guys that we are offering these really awesome deals for these figures. So without further ado, I'm going to jump back to you, Guy, because you look like you're about to show me a whole lot of awesome.
A whole lot of awesome. All right, 6 figures right there. It opens like a book and shows us 3 on each side, and I'm going to get to those. Spin it around on the back. Boom. Shows together. And check that out. It's a 6-pack. And I haven't had a 6-pack pretty much ever. So I'm going to slide these out, and we're going to talk about them. But while I do that, let's put Terry and Paul. Let's discuss some similarities of these. And here's what I mean.
Of the Power Rangers?
Of Power Rangers and Transformers. Both were battling large creatures, or large villains, shall we say. And so that makes this a lot harder to decide, well, kind of who would win. I have a feeling that both would.
Yeah. And this is actually
another.
my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite kinds of arguments to have. So in like who would win in a fight, that kind of thing.
Yes.
I guess that's where we're going with this. Yeah. Now you just mentioned that there's a 6-pack of these guys, and of course they can combine their powers and form like obviously I haven't done a deep dive into the Power Rangers, but what's the name of the big beastie that they formed, that big
The
robot?
Megazord.
The
The Megazord. Yes.
That would be the Megazord.
Point, Paul.
So.
There you go.
Which is better than an average Zord. Much
Yes.
better.
Yeah. So obviously they get a point for that. That's pretty badass. But the thing about the Transformers is that they are very, very large, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them just in this room with me right now. So they can just kind of keep coming, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Defeat a Transformer. There's always one.
There's always going to be one.
There's always one. More.
There's always going to be one.
Yeah.
So
I see that you chose the Blue Ranger today.
I've just picked the first one. We're going to go with Billy, also the Triceratops, when his I don't want to say creature form, but that's what we'll go with for that.
His Megazord.
His Megazord.
Creature form. What is this?
I know. I'm saying phrases that are going
Thank you,
to.
Sam. Thank you, Sam.
For those of you that are obviously going to be unfamiliar with how the studio is laid out, Sam is in a separate room, and that is because every time I would say the words wrong, I know he would just come running.
Yeah, it's my cage of rage.
So we keep him away so I don't upset him with my wrong terminology.
Yeah.
Cage of rage.
You know. But let's take a look at what we have with our figures here. We're going to go over articulation and the look of just one, but as far as the way they are laid out in the packaging, it's going to be the same for each one. And you're going to have a number of different hands and, of course, all of the appropriate weapons that each character has. Bright colors on those suits. Now, the
Primary,
white
baby.
on this one here is going to be actually applied. It's an applique over that versus a stitch thing like that. But that gives us those nice crisp lines on that and keeps the color popping. It's got a pretty glossy look to it, as you can see where it catches a little bit of the light there. And of course that high gloss on the helmet as well. You know, Terry, I know you like to ride motorcycles. I can see you rocking.
I do like to ride motorcycles.
I can see you rocking one that would look like this with the, you know, the little chrome lower face shield. I can see you cruising up on Ventura Highway with that. It'd be
That
fun.
could be awesome. I'm not sure exactly how streamlined it would be. Might catch the wind depending on which direction I was looking at. But
Let's be honest.
I'm not above rocking a Power Rangers helmet on a motorcycle, if that's what you're asking.
It's
I would
about
totally do
looking
it.
cool. It's really about looking cool. It's all about how you look. So let's take a look here. Working our way down, we are going to, of course, have his belt, and then on the side is going to be the holster for the very impressive blaster that they each have. And we're going to go over a little bit of the extra on there, but those will all go in there as well. Now, it's not a permanently attached belt, which is great because you're going to be able to move it around and adjust however you need. Same with the holster. Okay, working our way down that suit. Again, as I said, it's very streamlined. Now I'm trying to think whether or not you would wear these kind of boots. I mean, you'd kind of have to with the matching helmet.
I have worn those kind of boots.
You have worn those kind of boots.
Yeah, man. I wear some racing boots.
With the Harley Quinn-esque style to them.
None of that. None of that.
None of that. No, they didn't have.
It's very much track chic. The ones that I wear. So I guess no, I don't wear those boots.
I like the phrase track chic. As you can see from the design there, that is going to be a cut ankle boot, giving us range of motion there.
Excellent. That's
Which,
very
of course,
necessary.
we're going to use when characters are doing all kinds of the karate-style moves. Now,
We're going to find out today exactly how close Terry can get to doing the splits, I'm thinking, during posing by proxy, but who knows?
Nice.
Oh,
wow.
that'd be awesome.
Now, what we're going to do with that email address is please send your recommendations for chiropractic help for that one there.
Do that.
All right. So let's take a look at articulation on this one. We're going to have a ball jointed head. Be able to rotate.
360 degrees.
Get some good tilt and lean on this guy here. Down onto the shoulders. You can hear that. Ratchet style. Keep them in place. Straight up and extend. Extend backward. Butterfly joint. Double joint. Cut bicep. Now down onto the chest. I'm going to remove the blaster so we don't have anything in.
Yeah, no collisions, baby.
No
don't
collisions.
Want any of that.
Boom. Twist side to side. Lean side to
That
side.
never has your aerobics posing been more appropriate, I think, than these figures.
Than
It
these,
really
yes.
did fit. Yeah.
Going to lean forward, and we're going to lean
Okay.
back.
All right.
If you're doing your morning stretches with Terry and I, Terry, of course, has the coffee, and I'm leading you through the stretch routine.
That's a completely different show.
It's a completely different show. All right, raise the leg out to the side. As you can
I
see,
can't
that
do that.
does hold. Yeah, well, this is Okay, now that's as far as the figure is going to go. This is as far as Terry will go, and that's about as far as I go.
That's really generous.
So that's just a heads up. Extend
Okay.
straight out to the front. We're not
Don't
going to
show
do
that.
that yet. But
Don't show
boom,
that.
we're going to extend straight out. We're able to go back a little bit. We can rotate the leg. Knee.
So-
Hopefully you heard that. Double joint.
No, I did not hear it, but I saw it.
Did you hear it that time?
No.
That's the same sound my knees make.
Okay, well, that I've heard.
That you've heard. All right, that takes us to the ball joint, as I showed earlier, allowing us to rock that and lift and lower. But it also brings us to a favorite of the show, Terry.
It's time for Tread Watch.
Bam! Bam!
Got
How
there
do
a
these
little bit early
guys-
there today, Sam.
How do these guys do all of their moves and battle all of these large creatures with such like slick shoes? It's a heeled boot. How do they do that?
They got to be able to slide, man.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do that
gotta be
cool
able to
slide
slide.
action.
It's crucial. What are we? Is that the first pose?
No, that's
Is that our
a
first
big
pose?
power slide. Woo! You know, power slide in action.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The-
You can slide underneath your opponents. You know, have your
exactly. Sometimes you just want to just avoid. Avoidance is something that you can do as well. So, we
It's something
do.
I do incredibly well.
Now, each of the Rangers has their own weapons, and I can lay those out and show those out and kind of pull all of these guys out. And then all of their weapons combine together, almost all of them actually, to create the larger weapon, the Power Blaster. And I'll probably build that while you and Paul discuss a few things. But is there anything about the figure himself that you would like me to go over before we get, before I start doing things like that?
No, I don't think so.
No, you're good.
No. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
And you're gonna build the ultra weapon now.
I can do that. So if there are no further questions on this, I gotta replicate the removal of the figures from the box another 5 times. So while I do that, if you and Paul can tell us about a few more
Yeah,
cool
sure.
things going
Paul,
on, I'll get
yeah.
all this out.
All right, cool. Paul, since we've got a few moments here, do we have any questions or comments from the viewing audience that you'd like to share with the rest of the group?
Boy, howdy do we. We have
Oh,
so
yeah.
many. I've been trying to organize all of them. One of them I want to read first is from Brendan Hassan. And he said, and I quote, I should context. I asked everyone, it's almost overwhelmingly Team Transformers, guys, so you're
course it is.
karate kicking up a hill here. But
I had
I asked them why. Why are you, it's easy for people to say this is better, but this is, this, I don't like this more. But show your work, everyone.
Yes,
Explain
crucial.
why. So, Brendan Hassan did explain why, and he said, and this is his opinion, not the opinion of Unsealed and Revealed. It says, because one is a planet of sentient robots fighting each other in a battle of good versus evil. The other is a show about some people in colorful unitards.
So reductive.
Hot take, Brendan.
Bring up that point graphic right down there. That's.
Oh, did you get one?
I feel like that's a point right there. But
Oh, is that point? That's point
No.
Transformers?
I don't.
Yeah, that feels like.
I don't know if
to
that's.
me.
Wow, that was a point because I don't know if you could hear Sam. Sam did not agree.
I don't agree.
No?
Oh,
Sam-
hot take, Sam?
Sam did not agree. We don't have a camera to cut to Sam, but
That actually does sound like a biased take on everything. I feel
Yeah.
like anybody who's versed enough in Power Rangers lore would probably not have such a simple outlook on
I'll
or
just say-
synopsis of what it's all about.
talk to me.
Yeah, I'll just
Are
say,
we talking?
like, the Power Rangers also fight evil space aliens, and it's also a show about good versus evil. So it's kind of the same, kind of similar. I mean, you can kind of make the
Oh,
point
yeah.
of like, one is the show about friendship and power and bonding, and Transformers is just a show about robots who transform into vehicles. And that's it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yep.
Like this show.
Like the,
Way to spin that.
I have a I know we have two of our wonderful hosts here, but I'd like to default to Sam super quickly. And don't spoil anything, Sam. I just want to know, are you impartial or are you leaning a certain way?
Oh, I'm actually
I'm kind of curious
impartial.
about that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're
Both
really right
shows-
down the middle.
You know, and that's what we want.
I
And that's what we
respect
want in a judge today.
Yeah.
Both
most definitely.
shows I watched. What is it? Mighty Morphin came out in '93. Beast Wars came out in '95, and Beast Wars is what got me into Transformers. So I kind of love both equally. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it's-
have a lot of people.
I like the in-studio applause, which is
When I did ask
appropriate.
multiple people why they preferred Transformers, a lot of it is because they grew up with it, and maybe they had aged out by the time Power Rangers had come around.
okay.
But I do feel like,
reasonable. Yeah.
all right, point
Yeah.
Transformers.
Point for
I think
I think what's
they're Brady and the Falcons down at halftime here. Come on, Power Rangers got a lot of room to make up.
I'm from Detroit. Have you seen our team? No. Always battling uphill. So let's get back to the figures at hand. The cool part when you were talking about the different ones is that both Transformers and Power Rangers constantly are reinventing themselves. This is kind of that first, or what they call the core team. And the two we're going to look at for Transformers are a throwback to their, similar to their first outing. But the neat part is the constant change and evolving of them.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at this guy here, and then I'm going to build a dude. Now, if we're going to talk about throwback, we can talk about throwback to the 1980s and how big shoulder pads were. Now, Power Rangers wasn't 1980s, but damn are those some shoulder pads. And fantastic shoulder pads, by the way. And the Green Ranger, Sam will attest to, really has a heck of a story. And that is why in this one here it says Core Rangers and Green Ranger.
Yes.
Yeah. Now each of them has their blasters and such, except for him. He's got this. This guy carries around a dagger that's also a flute. You got to appreciate a guy that'll do that. You got to appreciate a flautist with a lot of fighting ability. Not something you normally see in a Philharmonic. But it's nice that they
Point
have
Power
it here.
Rangers.
So there we go. Point for Power Rangers. I think it should be a second point for use of incredible shoulder pads, but I digress. Okay, I showed you.
Should we,
Shoulder
you
pads
showed us the range. You showed us the range of motion and everything. Is it time, do you think, to move on to doing a quick pose with this guy?
Why don't we do a quick pose with it, and then I will transform the weapons together. We'll show it because we've got Transformers to jump into. So I'm going to have you.
We gotta move on to those Transformers.
Let's see some of your karate moves, and we'll replicate those here with Mr. Green Ranger.
So I'm thinking we should get his knife out.
Got
There
it?
we go. Yeah. And I happen to have a knife right here.
Oh, you do.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's I don't think that's frightening by any means.
So let's go ahead and get this. This is not as wide as I can go, but it's as wide as I'm comfortable going in this room. So can you see me okay? Do I need to
Yes,
cut the
I'm
light
sorry.
on?
I was looking at what hand you were in. I was grabbing the hand when I saw how you were holding said dagger there.
Okay, so I'm just thinking this.
All right. So we're gonna. I'm gonna put in hand. We're gonna cup. Boom, boom. Crossbody.
And Sam, you can feel free to critique. Maybe Sam can pose me by proxy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
I don't know. Can you do?
How am I doing, Sam?
Can you do a jumping kick?
Sam,
Because that was the.
Sam,
Green
we need a
Ranger's
ruling.
thing. Oh yeah.
Is this worth a point? Colin says, let's also add a point for the fact that the flute summons a giant dragon Zord.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, point! All right.
That's it.
And the song is a bop. Let's just say that.
Oh, it's absolutely a bop. Yeah.
It's a what?
A bop.
Bop.
Just move on, Guy. I don't have. We don't have time to explain new slang for Guy Klender.
No, I was just like, bop.
I actually thought he was saying Bach.
Hey, can we bounce back to a full screen of Terry? I need to see what he's doing. He was twisting and turning. Oh,
I thought you were done.
okay.
I thought you were done with me, so I put everything away. But
That's
yeah, I'll
all
go ahead
right.
and drag it back
That's
up.
all right. You know what? We are pretty much at tweaking point with
that?
what you had going. So, of course, I have a turntable full of weapons at the moment, but I'm going to move those off to the side so we can have our guy there. What they've done, again, with the reason I'm able to get that super wide stance with this character is the ball joint on the foot actually has a little bit of separation in the back to really give us a wide, wide stance, and then you can adjust those down.
That's
So,
awesome.
boom. Yeah, I went real wide there,
Yeah, these guys pose like a dream. It's
Boom.
so fun handling them.
and then
Do you have them all, Sam?
he
I
will
said
after today.
What was that, Terry?
Do you have them? Do you have these figures?
Not yet. They're on order right now. But
Okay, cool.
yeah, they're a lot like I want to say stormtroopers. That's like the best way I can put it, because stormtroopers pose really easy. These guys pose just as well as they do. They have like super
Nice.
big range, and I love messing with them.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
I think
Sam,
we
I'm
should-
sorry. I need a ruling.
What's that?
This is a point show. This is a versus show. I've got 2 points for you to consider, Sam. Now, of course, you're the final judge here. Brenton Walker says, speaking of bops, the Power Rangers theme song should earn them a point. Yes? No?
Oh yes.
Point. Oh, point Power Rangers. All right. And a second point, Michael Phillip says, point for being able to play a flute with the helmet, with the faceful helmet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've got to say that. Yeah, I've got to agree with that.
Oh, 2
completely.
points, Power Rangers.
I cannot
Going
conjure
back.
the theme song for Transformers in my head at all. So
You know, I can remember the lyrics
Let's hear him.
more than meets the
were there
eye.
lyrics?
Like
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I pretty much what you get. So, but what do you think there?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we totally illustrated what this thing is capable of. I think it's time to move on to my team. I'm
Boom.
tired of my guys waiting in the wings. Let's bring them
take a look,
out,
guys. That
because I feel like
is the Power Blaster,
that's
all put
pretty awesome.
together. Every one of their weapons
pretty
individually.
Jeez.
These guys here magnetically attach on there. Yes, with the bow, you're going to have the arrow. You do have Green Rangers. That is one heck of a blade.
yep.
And every one of those little blasters also transforms and opens. I keep using the word transform when we're talking about a Transformer show, where the little blade in the front can go, as well as the teeth part can open and extend. So there's ton.
Hey, guy.
Just a
you know
ton.
what that reminds me of?
Huh.
Is this guy? That reminds me of this guy.
Show me.
Yeah, which is a Transformer. And you know who else has a blade? Optimus Prime.
Oh my goodness.
Put that out. Yeah.
So what
Optimus
you're saying
Prime-
is I should
Optimus Prime
grab the-
has an energon blade. So yeah,
So I should grab the Optimus Prime box.
I'm thinking we should grab the Optimus Prime box.
Okay, well, I'm going to go grab these boxes. I'm going to move this stuff to the side. Show me your collection. I think you've got some Transformers there. Let's cut to Terry.
I've got to
Let's
actually.
cut to Terry and see all of his stuff.
Posing by proxy for this segment of the show is, for all intents and purposes, done, y'all. I mean, yeah, I've got that. I've already got
Nice.
that rocked.
Really?
So, yeah.
Why, you little?
So I don't even know that we need to do that segment of the show. Hey, producer Alan, I think that's done.
Yeah.
But these things are amazing. They're weighty beasts, and yeah, they're weighty beasts,
I'll say.
and there are so many of them. I mean, the cool thing about Threezero is what they've done is they're kind of just dipping their toe in every single Transformers incarnation, if you will. Like here is this is Blitzwing from Bumblebee.
Super producer Sam, I need a ruling.
Oh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Ding, ding, ding.
We've got 2 for Team Transformers here. Steve Nara says, did
Yes.
the MMPR, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, traumatize tons of kids when Prime died? Nope. Point Transformers?
Point Transformers.
Wait.
Are we giving points for trauma?
Yeah, an animated movie
sure,
that causes
sure.
trauma.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Point
No
Transformers.
point. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
And
cool.
Matt Schwartz says nothing beats the Transformers movie in playing You Got the Touch.
Yeah.
Point. All right.
Point.
Point Transformers.
I did not see that.
We'll
I
level
did
it
not
out.
see I did not see the Transformers movie until recently.
Oh,
Just to.
and even as an adult, it's it gets you.
Oh, these are flying in now, Sam. I don't actually know what these are, but someone said YouTube commenter, nice, direct to the point. Point for Transformers. Power Rangers may have had Megazords, but Transformers have combiners.
Yes. Yeah, Devastator.
Yes.
Okay, point for Devastator. All right.
All right.
Which
man.
was also one of my
These are
favorite
moving.
parts. Which was also one of my favorite parts of the Transformers movies when we got Devastator. Yeah.
They're so fun. All
And we've
right,
got,
here we go.
little
Boom.
that jump out of
We're
it.
going to have large window box that's showing off our figure, Velcro,
Yes.
book style closure, big sturdy box. I like that this looks like graffitied style of the Autobot logo on there. Very fun. I'm going to open this baby, and we're going to
That
get
kind
going.
of works really well with the whole War for Cybertron thing, where you almost feel like there's just some sort of there's two factions going at it,
Yes.
and you can almost just sense that there might actually be some Transformers out there that are doing something kind of like Tag, and it had that kind of a vibe to it. I liked that series so much. I've seen that entire series 3 times now.
War for Cybertron?
Today?
It's
Wow.
yeah, it's
3 times
it's fun.
today.
While you're breaking him open, though, really quick, hey, Sam, can we bring up that graphic? I just want to remind anybody who may have just joined us relatively recently that all these figures that we're showcasing here today are going to be on special discounts. We have 10% off the set of the Power Rangers, as well as each of those 2 Transformers figure. That's the Optimus Prime and the Megatron from the aforementioned War for Cybertron. 10% off each of those and free U.S. shipping, which is a substantial savings all on its own. So that's just running. That special is just running till the end of the show today. Don't drag your feet. Jump on it as soon as you can. That's only
Go
20
and tell
minutes
your
left in the
parents.
show. So
Go and tell
there you
your
go.
friends.
Definitely tell your friends.
God,
Tell
I love
everybody.
that, go tell your, I remember that as part of the thing like that. That you could order something, but make sure you get your parents' permission. I remember. I completely remember those. All right. I've tried to quickly unpack Optimus. Now, as far as the layout and the style of box and the way the characters are laid out in the packaging for both Megatron and Optimus, they are going to be pretty much the same. As you can hear, I've got a lot of trays
you
falling
got a lot
around
of
back.
stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on back there. So forget the construction noise there. But that's what we've got going on here. So let's take a look first at this crazy cool figure. All right. Boom. Can we get some
I am looking at it.
close-ups on this one here? Now, I've had the unique opportunity and fun opportunity to take a look at the two Bumblebee ones. And this War for Cybertron one is a new one for me to be taking a look at. But I like what Threezero is doing with this. Yeah. Well, there we go, folks. There it is posed up, as you can see. So, well, kind of. You've done it up. But I love seeing these two next to each other. What Threezero has been able to do with the points of articulation and the range of motion, and to do this in a die cast, and to do it, I mean, we've got a great deal with today with doing the percentage off and the free shipping, but even at full price, these things are an amazingly good deal. So
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I get point for deal.
Yep.
Let's take a look at that color scheme on there. This is, the War for Cybertron was kind of hints and throwbacks to that original. There are, of course, variants and differences, but that red, the blue, that kind of aluminum, metal steel look as well. But the weathering and paint job on here is what really sells these things as kind of giving them that size. You really think this is some large, semi-truck transformed into said robot. You really get that.
I just want to interrupt. I've got a comment here from YouTube from Jacob Bartley. The Power Rangers skydive in the opening of their first movie to higher ground.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
That's a
cool.
point.
So,
Yeah,
well,
I was not aware of that.
Terry, I'm sorry if that's the point that was made. It sounds to me that if they have the high ground, we know who wins that.
Yeah,
If the Power Rangers have that, if there's one thing I've learned from pop culture is if you have the high ground, you win.
True.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Oh,
at
you
first,
know,
but
gosh
that
darn well,
took us to
we,
some
I have the high ground.
Yep.
So that's nice. I got that going for me. So let's take a look now. We saw a little bit of what Terry was able to pull off posing, and I know Terry played with that one for a few days, actually.
Actually, Guy, I just like to say that I just played with this like right before the show. So, no,
Show off.
did not play with this for days. This is just legitimately right before the show.
All right, fine. I'll give you a point.
Now,
No,
now
you-
this
you-
one,
You get a
Now
point
this
for
one-
that.
this
Okay.
one I played with for days.
Okay. I was like, wait a
So-
second, because I know you and I each had it and talked about. We were amazed at what they were able to do. Now, they've done something very nice here for you. You do get a big full instruction sheet on here.
So big.
Multi-fold out there. What's great on here is they're showing you where you have your batteries for light up features, but most important is really the range of motion. And if you're moving pieces out of the way in order to get deeper range of motion. But I really think it's great that when they tell you all that, they're also going to show you about the little stand as well. Something that they've done with this line, let's take a look at the stand, is they've given you these large action stands that you can hear
Yes.
that ratchet up and extend.
Yeah.
And there on the back is a clip. If I wanted to have our guy flying up in the air, right here in the back, panel removes, plugs right in, boom, onto our stand base. Now you can have him flying up in the air.
Guy,
Yes, sir.
would you call that a connection point?
Oh,
Yeah, there, boom.
boom.
Ah,
Point.
we're giving
Oh.
points away for puns now.
Yes.
Sure.
What's happening?
You know,
Yeah.
Paul, do not make me use my finishing move on you. Do not make me do it.
I've got another
What's
comment
that?
here, Guy, from John Galgano. Point for Transformers for having Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock himself, voice Galvatron in the animated
Yup.
movie.
Yep. Yep.
Point.
Now,
Boom.
who voiced Unicron?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ask the chat.
Yeah. Who voiced Unicron? I straight up don't know.
I can tell you, folks, it was not Terry Smith. Terry Smith did not voice it, even though Terry Smith does have a pretty awesome
Oh yeah, Terry would make a great Unicron.
Transformer voice.
Hell yeah.
My name is Optimus Prime.
No, somebody else is Optimus Prime. You have to be somebody different. You can't be. Do we have a
Was it
Transformers
Orson
name
Welles?
for Terry?
Was it Orson Welles?
Yes, it was Orson Welles. Yep.
Yeah. Dude, that is a coup.
You know what's crazier?
That's
I'm pretty sure that was
fantastic.
his last role.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
that's what everyone in the chat is saying.
I was going to say, can
That's
somebody
amazing.
Last
IMDb
roll.
that and find out? It would be
so
neat
happy.
to know.
We don't need
Freaking
IMDb.
love,
We have
love,
the
love.
Unsealed Team 6.
The Unsealed teams. There we go. We're good to go.
Oh man.
Guy, I'm right here. Like, come on. Like,
Right here, ready to go. All right.
Okay, yeah, and well, now you got Megatron out, so I'm just going to go ahead and bust out that pose.
Boom.
So, we don't-
Let's bust out that one. As you can see, I'm going to put directly next to each other so we can take a look at a little bit of height. That Optimus does have an inch or two on this guy. An inch or two when we're talking scale. Okay, not an actual inch in ours, but he is a little bit taller. Now, why don't we range of motion with Megatron? Again, they all have massive range of motion. Both these two, as well as the other Transformers line.
Yeah, I
spin.
think that's kind of what hooked me. That when the first one that came out was the DLX Bumblebee,
Correct.
which again I have over here, and I was just struck by how the range of motion on it and the poses that I was able to strike with it. Strike a pose. Get that? Yeah. And it was very apparent with me right from the beginning. I think the next one to come
Damn.
was actually the this one.
Yes.
And again, same thing.
Next.
Same thing. It just I know it looks like he's actually doing a little bit of a dance, but that's because the way I have him posed, he's actually
I thought you had some serious flex action.
He's actually playing asteroids on my shelf.
There we go.
So he's not dancing.
There we go. We love those throwbacks.
He's just really into the game. But yeah, the range of motion on these things and the poses that you can strike with them are just ridiculous. I mean, I continue to be very, very impressed. I do love Transformers, but the range of motion, everything about him is what really, really drove it over the top for me, and that's why
I say that earns a point.
almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, what sold me on it was not the animated show at all. It was actually the toy and the design of it. And then Threezero has come along and done their own unique take on those. So articulation points that you're going to have, and this is pretty much on both of the figures. We're able to spin that around, plenty of tilt and lean. Not that I think he probably wasn't as much a yes man as a no. He was very, told people no a lot. Boom, up out to the side. As you see, these lift up and out. The neat part is, now we're not hearing ratchet, but all of these joints are good and snug. Not so tight that you're worried by moving them that you're going to have breakage, but to stay where you want them.
Mm-hmm.
Terry will not be doing what I just did, which is to spin his arm completely around.
I can do that.
Let's see. Look at that, folks. Look at that. There we go, and there we go. Now, Terry, thank you, Terry.
It's not that hard,
Terry, could you stand up and show us your double-jointed elbow, please?
No.
No, okay.
I'm not gonna
well,
do
that's
that.
okay. We don't have to see Terry's. We can see Megatron's because it's cooler. Right there.
Like a really ugly bruise somewhere. There we go. Look at that.
But we do have that joint there. As well. With those arms, we can take a look at how we're going to get lean and tilt and turn on our character there.
This does not look as impressive as the Power Rangers aerobics, I have to say. It's
Power Rangers.
I don't know. I mean, these guys are in metal suits doing it. So I'm not so sure I would say no that they're not.
Transformers aerobics.
So
that's going to be like right after hot yoga. It's,
as you saw, we're able to
Thank you, Sam.
boom, way out to the side.
Hey, why you got that foot out there?
Yeah, you ready?
Do it. Let's do it this way.
Oh.
It's time for Tread Watch.
And I did that in a karate style.
There we go. Oh no.
Cool.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I think Transformers get a point for having cooler soled shoes, better soled shoes.
I have to
Yeah.
agree.
Never showed Optimus.
Well, okay. The
And I
argument
just like
could
to
be
point out that
made.
Transformers.
The argument could be made that these guys have much more traction
Yes.
than the others, so the Rangers have to work harder.
Yeah.
But just like Optimus, look at the incredible paint applications on these guys here. Crazy cool.
Tread watching Ken.
Yeah, I mean, we can double tread wedge. You know what? We better do that. Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to see tread?
I'm not going to do it 3 times.
Optimus, Optimus has it as well. Has amazing tread and articulation, even down on the feet.
Guy, I just like to point out. I just want to interrupt to point out that Transformers do have a world bridge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like a transgalactic transportation system. That.
Yes.
Is that what it's called, Sam? It's the world bridge, right?
What's that?
The intergalactic transport teleportation whatever thing that Transformers have. Is that called the world bridge?
I believe so.
I think it's world bridge.
Do we have to ask our audience?
For the purposes of
Paul's
the show,
going to monitor that.
World bridge. Yeah, feel free to let us know if I've got that wrong.
Unless it's
Base
the
bridge?
Base bridge.
We also have the Guardians.
Sky Bridge.
Sky Bridge.
Space Bridge.
Space Bridge. That's it. It's a space bridge. That's it. So what's World Bridge? I don't even remember. I think there's a World Bridge out there. I just don't know where it's from.
Pretty sure that's a Pink Floyd album.
That should be a Pink Floyd album. Pink Floyd, get it together.
Okay.
Reform. Let's get a new album. I want
You know
all
what
the
it
original
is, Terry?
members of
It's
Pink Floyd.
probably Thor is messing with your head because there's the world tree and the rainbow bridge. You're putting world and bridge together, and yeah.
That's exactly the kind of thing my brain would do. So yeah,
Yep.
Thanks for
That's what mine did to me.
thanks for nailing that. Yeah. Space Bridge.
Space
Yeah,
Bridge.
people in the comments are saying it's basically the Bifrost.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it makes sense, Terry.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Well, there we go. Terry.
So point to Transformers for space bridges.
Boom. Here he is.
Oh, that's the first time. I've never put his sword on him.
Oh yeah, you can do a
I'm
lot.
looking around
with
for the
this.
sword, like I've got it laying around
Who
here.
is that?
That's Megatron's sword. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
the-
know.
the tip of his
Behind Megatron, the human. There we go.
Oh, hey, who's that guy? Hey, Barry. Oh, that's not Barry.
Hey.
Sorry.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
All
Alan.
right, so there's been so much pop. It's been
Uh-oh, we
really
lost
hard
him.
to judge
Oh, we
it.
lost Alan.
He's
Oh,
back.
He's back.
So Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're going to do a Gleam link. And the winner of the Gleam may get to choose whether they want the Transformers or the Power Rangers. And this will help determine who wins today's battle. All right, so Paul, go ahead and drop the link for the Gleam in the chat. And we'll give you guys a few minutes to enter before we choose a winner.
I kind of want to enter this.
Right?
You can. That's fun.
That's all right. I've already got the figures. I don't want to be greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the chat.
Well, that's
needs to go to Gleam
fantastic.
and get their points.
Do you think if I entered as Karate Kick Klender, they would know it was me?
No.
There's no
dude.
way.
There's
no way.
chance.
It's
Go
very
for it.
common.
Yeah, go
It's
for it.
very
Just do it.
common.
Just do it.
This
The
is
fact
a
that
live.
you actually said it on a live show doesn't have anything. Would have no.
Oh,
We're giving Guy points for fraud? What is
Fudge.
happening to
Yeah.
Sam? The power is going to his head. He's
Well, it's a pretty sweet.
Oh
power.
no!
I mean,
yeah.
Paul, it looks as though Sam has passed out on the keyboard. That's his head just on the key. It's just, so if his point just flashed, I think
It's
he's
his
passed
little,
out.
his
he
duck
was
that
was
hits the
very
water.
upset when I said something about the Power Rangers, and I said pointy stabby thing instead of power play.
Oh.
I feel like
That'll teach
he's
you.
just lost it.
yeah, I feel like your power. I haven't really been keeping a tally, and maybe Sam has, but I feel like your Power Rangers are in a little bit of a slump right now. Do you have any more things that you want to throw their way just to try to score them another point?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Do some karate.
okay. As you can hear, that's a ratchet joint.
Yeah.
No, that's not at all. No, it's difficult. You know what? They're two different things. That's what I kind of like about a versus. Let's talk about all the different verses, not only this show but other things where you're like, well, they're not actually battling each other, but it's a neat way to talk about the points. And again, we keep hitting point, but things that you enjoy about that. So I think it's a neat way to celebrate Fandom again. I don't know. It's definitely a neck and neck because the Power Rangers, they can throw all of theirs together to create the big Power Blaster. But then this guy rocks out with this gosh darn thing, which is wild. Now, also, that baby can articulate up,
Oh,
and
that's
I
pretty
can
sweet.
change that out. Now, of course, to be Megatron. Now, it does have ways in which it will connect. Can't be Megatron without the big cannon.
Yeah. I was
Can't
featuring
really
that in
be
the thing earlier.
him.
It's like
without-
if this were going to be a duel between Megatron and somebody else, he's got all these really sneaky, stabby things. Like he can elbow somebody. Like if you were going to set up terms and conditions for a duel, he's going to find a way to break those.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, perfect segue. Thank
Speaking
you,
of terms and
you
conditions.
guys. You know a villain that the Power Rangers or the Transformers have never have to fight? Civil lawyers. So, to avoid that, let's talk terms and conditions, everyone. Remember, this giveaway
Okay,
is good
yes,
for
terms and
about
conditions.
Until 11 a.m. Pacific time. It is open to U.S. only. Again, side.show/giveaway to read all of the terms and conditions. Good luck, everyone. It's
Great
only
read.
going for a few minutes. And remember, the winner get to choose whether they want the Transformers or the Power Rangers pack. So, and that may sway the direction of who wins this first ever Unsealed and Revealed versus battle. So, side.show/win-verse. So, like win versus win vs. To enter, you have about another 4 to 5 minutes. Good luck. And again, US only, everyone. US only. And I think it's open to Cybertron as well.
We'll
Sure.
make it open to Cybertron. Yeah. Okay, what's going on there?
I haven't decided whether they are actually battling, and she's going to grab them, or if this is they're together at a summer pool party, and it's a chicken fight. So, who would win in a chicken fight? Would it be Pink Ranger and Megatron, or
Green Ranger and Optimus?
Okay, you're gonna say
Red.
Green Ranger? No, let's go Red Ranger. I want to just really blast it with the red because, and here's why. Neither Red Ranger nor Optimus ever used sunscreen, and I'm getting thrown off of the stage.
Guy, you can't do this.
No, I can't. I can't do.
No, that violates so many rules.
I don't even know the rules now.
These guys
Oh,
can be on the same
Is that
side
Hasbro
of the screen,
calling?
and these guys
that's
can be on
fun.
that side of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, see? That's how it
Guy
works.
Klender for setting up another meeting for me and Alan. That's fun.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wanted you guys to have something to do at the lunchtime hour
Instead of eating lunch. Right,
instead of eating
thanks.
lunch.
Yeah.
Instead of eating lunch.
Point.
Thanks for that point, Sam.
It's a pity point because we're not eating lunch.
But I just got a thing like, hey, take them all out. I'm like, I don't have room. And so I thought a stacking technique would work, but apparently my stacking technique was not good.
Yep.
So
I do love that they've got the height right. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm looking at the.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, they did, and then there was a sudden change in altitude.
He's
for
just
a-
had it.
Yeah.
You know,
I am.
here on
I'm hearing stuff going on in the background, and I can't tell exactly what it is. I'm
that would
assuming
be Sam. Sam has lost it.
Yeah.
I'm in my cage of rage over here.
So my goodness, I'm just getting so many things to be putting out here.
Really? Okay.
I mean,
I couldn't tell.
I need a conveyor belt.
Oh, can we get one of those?
Can we? We need one.
Either that, or you need an intern.
An intern.
Oh,
Yeah, an intern. Somebody to bring you the figures.
That would be nice. Like a guy who just might like around in the area.
hey guy, keep
Yeah.
dreaming.
Yeah, keep dreaming about that intern. All right. As you can see, boom. Okay.
It's
For
all right.
sheer amount of shelf space used, the Rangers win. They take up more shelf space.
That does deserve a point.
Who's this guy?
Hey, what? Barry's there too today?
Hey.
Wow.
Intern.
Hey, Barry wore the same shirt as Alan today. That's you guys are Bobsy twins.
Alan's not here. Is he around? I didn't see him. I think he was wearing
He was,
an
yeah.
Adidas jacket.
He raids his wardrobe.
Once again,
I
Barry
think-
and Alan are never in the same room at the same time. It's so weird.
Alan's a lot skinnier than me. I'm the same size as Guy.
Oof. Which is a bit larger than sixth.
Like,
I'll tell you that much,
Mm-hmm.
folks.
We can barely share the 2 screen here.
Yeah.
Exactly. We take up more room than the figures, which is shocking.
The winner gets to pick me or Guy.
So fun.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean,
So yeah.
did I get the point for
You
for,
did. I just
for
wanna
shelf
point out-
space?
You did.
I just
Okay.
want to point out, I just want to point out, for what we have on hand, sure, the Power Rangers are going to win for shelf space. But when you consider the wealth of other figures available to you from Threezero, from the Transformers line, and that's just the DLX stuff. When you factor in the Premier or the Premium, I think it's called the Premium, or is it Premier? It's Premium series, the bigger ones. That really is going to take up a lot of shelf space. So if you're going to give anybody a point for shelf space, I'm going to have to go with Transformers on that one.
Oh boy. Maybe these guys would just team up instead of versus and like go against somebody else.
Maybe. Why, did you
know?
have something specific in mind, or were you?
No
were you just-
no one specific.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought maybe something was about to make a grand entrance on the
No,
screen.
like
what else did they bring in there?
Optimus
It's not
Prime
enough.
and the Power Rangers battle tax fraud or something. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. But something.
I mean, it's like Wong. What, you wanted more?
Exactly. You wanted more? Exactly. This is a very difficult show, not only for try and fit all of the figures in an area, but also it's hard to pick a favorite when you just have a lot of stuff. They each have incredible great points, and I think for many people, each has a nostalgia place. And as I mentioned before, what's cool is having a resurgence. There are people who grew up with this first core Ranger group.
Me.
And some of them are now introducing their kids to the newest version
Not yet
of
me.
Rangers. Not Sam, but yes, there's the similarity and the differences. But the cool part is that kind of thing. You and I knew the original Transformers, and now that there's this, we get to introduce another generation to it. So that's something that I think is really unique about this, and this is unique about certain fandoms, and there aren't tons of them, that bridge multi-generations, and you get to expand those stories. And that's really cool that we're getting that opportunity. We don't get it too often, and so I dig that we're getting it now.
It's a pretty common theme in multiple fandoms. I think you can pretty much pick whichever, whether it's this, either one of these things, Star Wars, basically anything coming from any comic book to any comic book from the beginning of comic book time all the way up until now. You just get the characters they get reinvented and brought forward for a new generation. So yeah, I think you nailed it. But I don't know that your team gets a point for that. Nor does my team. I think it's
you
right there in the
decide.
middle. Oh, I guess that's
I
true.
decide.
Yeah.
Tell him, Sam.
Yeah.
There you go.
How about hey
How about
Sam?
that?
Yeah.
Sam, do the now I don't know if I can bring in other figures, but does anything in the Power Rangers have like one character that comes out of another character and is a completely independent
yes.
operative or anything like that?
Shoot.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, so no
there was
point
a
for that.
Tortoise, Megazord or no.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's from one of the later series. There's like a Megazord. It's like a base Megazord that shoots out smaller ones. I think it was Tor the Shuttle Zord. Shot out
Wow.
the different
Tor the Shuttle Zord.
animal Megazords. Oh man, I think it's Ninja or shoot. Oh man,
I see the
can't remember
producer
his
Alan is. I
name.
see the producer. While you're racking your brains for that, Sam, I think
Yeah.
that producer Alan is. I almost said producer album.
Woo.
Producer Alan is back on screen.
Does
That has to mean
does
something.
Optimus get an additional point for the head kicked?
Always.
Oh, yeah.
That's Sam's decision.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Ah,
I just want points. I don't care who they're for at this point. I want a good game.
all right. We have a winner.
Cool.
The winner of today's versus battle in the chat, this person will get to choose the set of Power Rangers or the Optimus Prime and Megatron. So I'm going to announce their name here via this high-tech whiteboard, and then they can sound off in the chat who they choose. Are we ready?
Okay.
Winner is
Winner is
Amanda Kimball.
Amanda Kimball.
Amanda Kimball.
Kimball.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Chime in.
Wonderful.
Chime in, Amanda.
What's it gonna be, Amanda Kimball?
Let's make sure she's here first.
There was something about the way you said that. When you said, "What's it going to be?" What's in the box? You're going to go for what's in the box?
Amanda,
Um,
here.
Can we take bets? I mean, who do you think she's gonna pick? Personally, I think she's gonna pick. I'm going with the Power Rangers.
She didn't go Power Rangers.
You think she's going to go Rangers? Well,
Transformers.
you know.
Transformers.
Well, let's see.
Are you here,
Now what-
Amanda? Oh,
She,
okay.
I mean, there is
She-
the Power Rangers do have one of them is Kimberly, so she could like that.
Oh, true.
That could sway her that
she's
direction.
here now.
She's here.
Oh, okay.
She's going by username Mandy Me, and she wants to go with the Power Ranger set.
Hey, there we go.
Nice. Congratulations,
Wouldn't have been my
Amanda.
Oh, I
Okay.
broke
So
something.
now, Amanda, please email unsealed@sideshow.com. Let us know what you won, where you won it, address and phone number. Give us some time to get that prize out to you. But make sure you let us know that you won it on Unsealed and Revealed Versus. You are choosing the Power Rangers pack, and we'll get that out to you as ASAP as possible. So congratulations. All right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Hey, Barry's
Oh.
back.
Hey,
Barry's
guys.
back.
Hey, Barry. Hey, bro.
Guy was looking for Amanda. Amanda, hug and kiss. Ah! All right. All right. So because
Waka waka.
I feel bad for the Transformers fans because I watch it when I can get a reception from my van in front of a Starbucks. So I'm gonna say we're gonna give away this Optimus Prime, but here's what you have to do.
Oh.
In the chats, you have to come up with Barry's. That's me in the third person. First person.
Fifth person
Fifth person.
Third person.
of the show.
Which person?
Third.
My Transformers name and we will choose a winner. So 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go. Pick my Transformers name.
All right.
Wow. All right.
Can someone type in Bafo for me? I would think his transfer name would be Bafo.
I'm gonna write down the Transformers name. And how much time are we giving people to come up with one?
Until it's done.
I think they're just getting moments. I'm gonna do some transforming over here as well. Yeah, you know, there was so much to look at with these guys today. Hopefully, we were able to show you some of it. When you said, "Hey Terry,
Yes.
check that out,"
What do you got?
this,
I know, right?
boom, it can combine to the two. I mean, this is wild. There are different little clips that attach into it. On his large cannon here, you can you can have him hold it, because we of course have multiple hands. So we're gonna have a blaster hand there.
Right.
But you can remove that handle and attach this piece here, and it can actually attach right onto the arm. I'm gonna do that right now while we're waiting to hear Barry's name.
Yeah, the
Is it okay if
reason-
I rattle off? It's okay if I rattle off some of these things
Gosh darn better.
that we're seeing here. Is everybody fine with that? I'm
Sure.
getting no thumbs down. So yeah, so far what we've got is Berry Blaster. That's one.
Oh my god.
Beardatron.
Ooh,
Berry Basher. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I've got one, but I'm not going to say it until after the winner has been picked. But so far, nobody's used the same one that I'm using. What else we got here? Omega Berrytron, Starberry, Kickberry,
Kickberry.
Berrypotamus. I think actually we're just going to call Berrypotamus anyway. That doesn't.
Yeah, that may not be his trend, but it is
Yeah.
now his on-screen
Definitely.
handle.
Definitely.
That'll be
here's a good one.
that'll be his
here's a
email.
good one. Snowstormer. I like Snowstormer a lot.
Snowstormer.
Baronoraid. Like, is that like Gatorade? Scary Berry Maximus. Scary Berry
These are
Maximus.
really
That,
good.
that just kind of rolls off right off the tongue, right? Rodimus Berry.
Sure does.
I got one.
B. Smith Prime. Reccaberry. Bear 13.
Oh my goodness, these are great.
Oh, Berrylicious.
Wow.
Silvermane. Silvermane's a good one.
Oh,
Silvermane.
Silvermane's great.
Oh, there is.
That's
Wow. Silvermane.
Yeah, there is a Beast Wars character named Silver Bolt. Yeah,
Ding,
that's pretty
ding,
good.
ding.
Yeah. Who did
Victorious.
Silvermane? Silvermane gets my vote so far.
I'm liking that
Cybertron
one.
Gray. Barry, I hardly knew him. Barry. Barry Rider. Barry Former. Barry Former number 1. Barry
Barry
Former.
Former.
Like Transformer. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Bear Former. Silvermane is a Marvel Comics character, but that doesn't preclude having Silvermane as a Transformer. Especially not on Unsealed and Revealed. In fact, that might actually even make it even more interesting.
I was gonna
Betatron.
say. I was gonna
Megatron.
say
There we
very
go.
Berry Bot.
Very, very bot.
That's a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
That is very much so. Yeah. What would be? Let's hear that in chats. What would be a berry bot? Berry bot? Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would that entail? What would that flavor be?
The flavor?
What would the key flavors of very bot
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's
Ah,
ask him.
Hey.
Barry's back.
be? Barry is back.
he picked
Hey,
the
dude.
name.
All right.
All
Are you
right.
gonna?
All right.
I just want to
I
say
was.
that
I can't read
my
that
choice
fast,
was
but I read as
my
many as
choice
I
was
could.
Shaggytron.
And the winner, there was a lot of berries, which was great.
Oh, that's part of your name.
Oh yeah.
That's probably one. That would be one.
But this one was cool because it incorporated my ride, so I had to go with Vanatron.
All right, Vanatron.
Vanatron.
There you go.
All right, so
Oh.
Vanatron. There
Vanatron.
you go. Super cool.
By Colin. Colin, I know you're here. I just saw you. So email unsealed@sideshow.com. Let us know what you want, which is that Optimus Prime from the War for Cybertron. Where you want it, Unsealed and Revealed versus, address, phone number. So Sam, let's pull up the Unsealed graphic really quick for the email address, please.
Oh, sure.
So you can email this spot, unsealed@sideshow.com. Let us know what you won. where you wanted address and phone number. Congratulations, Colin. He's
I
here.
just wanna-
And he
I
said
just wanna
thank you so
drop-
much.
I just want to drop right now that's the honorable mention to Mr. Kenneth Hartman for dropping Barricade, which is
That is my favorite.
yeah, that was a great play on words.
Barricade is my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite scene in any Transformers thing, I think, at this point is probably that chase scene between Bumblebee and Barricade in the first Transformers movie by Michael Bay. Yeah, that.
You know what?
And that's mostly because of the song. I really dig that. But
I'm going to do this because I can. Kenneth, email unsealed@sideshow.com and let us know that Paul gave you $10 of rewards. I love that name so
bam!
much.
yeah,
So,
nice bonus. I love that.
yeah.
Okay, well, just want to go ahead and put. So we just get at the beginning of the show, we gave you an email address, and feel free to use that for this, or go ahead and put it in the comments section down below, or in the chat right now. But we'd like to know, we'd like to have your opinions on what you thought of this new format for the show, this versus format, where we're going to have head-to-head franchises in geekdom, and be showcasing more than one figure and more than one arena, so to speak. Really quick, we do have a few more minutes until the show ends, so let's go ahead and pull up that graphic and remind everybody that these figures that we're showcasing here today are all 10% off and with free US shipping throughout the course of the show. Once the show ends, then that deal ends with them as well. So if you were on the fence, this might be the thing that knocks you over. Again, I keep bringing it up, I know, but free US shipping for these things is not insubstantial. That's a lot.
It's
a lot
insane.
of savings right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Especially for the Rangers too.
You're
6
talking a
of them?
large
Crazy.
box for 6 figures, or you're talking heavy boxes with die-cast figures. So either one, anytime you can jump on free shipping, it's definitely worth it.
And also, while you're jumping on things, you should really jump onto Sideshow's website and check out the Fandom Rewind event that's going on. There's far more deals going on there than we're offering. Even more deals going on there than the ones that we're offering here. There's the schedule for, is that just for day 2? That's just for today. Look
That's
at
just
all those
today,
events that are going on today. And this is happening every day this week. You can see that they're giving away free Sideshow rewards. There are actual product giveaways happening. There are also Facebook group exclusives. So make sure that you're part of the official Sideshow Facebook group. That's the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group. So yeah. Is there something coming up right after our show? I just lost the but just go ahead.
There is a show at 3 p.m. Come play bingo. We're playing bingo.
Nice.
We're
And there
playing
is actually
bingo.
and I think that there's actually if you get rewards for signing up, don't you, Paul? Is it like
Yep. $10 in rewards just for signing up, and that's international. So it doesn't matter where you are, and those come almost immediately within 24 hours. So
thanks for that point there, Sam.
You're welcome.
Sam gave you a point for that. Sam gave you a point for that. Actually, Paul might wind up winning this show over the Transformers.
And the winner is Paul.
Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this format. If you did, let us know. If you didn't, let us know. Or we're just really, really interested in getting some feedback to see if we want to continue doing it sometime in the future.
True.
And thank you everybody for tuning in. Congratulations to our winners today. Thank you, Guy, for rolling with all these different changes in the format today.
Yeah.
Thank you to super producer Sam for gracing us with your awesome knowledge of both of these franchises.
Oh, that's a
Paul.
point.
Bam.
Paul, you were awesome as always, manhandling those chats the way that you always do, and that was a very, very cool ball cap that you've got covering that magnificent coif of yours. I don't know why you'd ever want to cover that.
seriously.
Yeah, LA. I'm in St. Louis. What are you going to do?
If he's not using it, I would.
Thanks to the team. Thanks to the team back there hanging out with Guy. That's super producer Sam, as well as producers Michael and Alan. We really appreciate everything that you guys do. That's up to and including, giving me a job. And to all of you at home, again, thanks for tuning in with us today. We know you have a lot of things that you could be doing on a Tuesday, but instead you chose to spend them with us, and we really do appreciate that. Until next time, that'll be next week at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Again, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Bye, everyone.
Hey.
Adios, everyone.
Is that 80s?